why does being a professor actually make you smile sometimes? And I just want to talk about some of the cool things that have happened to me that I think are really fun. And there's some of the not only like funniest, but probably the funnest things or things that just make me smile. I was thinking about this the other day, and hopefully you get something out of this. So if you don't know me, I'm Professor Dave Maslach. I'm Associate Professor of Innovation Strategy and Entrepreneurship, and I created this whole reciprocity project to give back as much as I possibly can. There's so many people that help me out that I want to pay the favor for to help you out as much as I possibly can. One of the cool things that have happened to me is that one of my students came back and they told me that they're currently now working at a hedge fund. I think that is very cool. That doesn't happen as much as people would think, because it's actually really hard to get into these particular hedge funds. So I think it's really cool when you see your students succeed and do well and do things that they want to do. And sort of on the flip side, this was really, I remember this all the time. I go to, there was a Starbucks, and probably Starbucks is going to, they're probably going to fire this person now, but they gave me a free coffee because they were one of my students and they remembered me. And I thought that was really cool. I know it's really subtle, really tiny, but it stuck with me years and years and years later, right? So really, really cool to see that thing. One of my students so I do some like video lectures and stuff. That's actually, part of what I do. I absolutely believe in technology and information technology. So one of my students asked me if they can watch my videos at 2x speed, at 2 times the speed, and they're wondering if that was okay. I was like, go nuts. If you want to do it, you're not going to do that well. And they were wondering, they came into my office and they were wondering why they weren't doing that well, because they were watching the videos at 2x speed. It was like, oh boy, oh boy. Some parent needs to sit down with them. Another thing that was really funny that happened to me is that it just kind of, my life is around coffee, right? It's academics. So I took a student out for coffee, and then I was expecting, them buying a couple dollar coffee, like regular coffee. They ended up buying a $15 coffee. I was like, oh my gosh, I almost fell over, but you smile and nod and sort of go with it, right? I don't know if that's what they normally drink. Or if that was like they were taking advantage of me, I don't know, but it was hilarious. It's like, taking somebody out for dinner and they order lobster. Hey, this was really fun, is I've had students now, multiple students say, hey, you were my professor on TikTok, which is really fun to see that. And then they follow me. I was like, oh, that's either unnerving or really kind of super funny. And then the last one, this one kind of like, it's more of an irritant, I guess, but still kind of makes me smile. People just repeatedly ask, you're a teacher, right? Like, they don't understand what it's about and what we do. We spend hours and hours just like doing research and studying and stuff like that. So I find that at this point, at the beginning, it was like really irritating and I'd get upset, but now I'm like, whatever. And I think it's really funny, and I just kind of go with it, give the old wink. There's lots of things like this that kind of that are somewhat silly that happen to you, and it's all in the day, all in life. I'm a professor of dealing with students, man. They're a blessing, but at the same time, sometimes, golly, people are fun. All right. So with that, give me a thumbs up. Do subscribe to the YouTube channel. Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.